Jennifer Snessy. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by Carl and Johnny from Stone Cold Jane Austen. Now, these two guys have a documentary releasing about them on the 22nd of May, and they're going to tell us what we can expect from them.
That's not factually accurate.
Is it not?
Well, it's not our documentary. It is a documentary
about you,
about us, by people exploiting the Stone Cold brand by using it as their name and making a film about us. But it's not our film, and that's quite important to say.
But we're quite excited about it, about the film,
well,
because
we're not excited about it because it's not our film. What they told us they were going to do with this film, and what they are doing with it now, it's all over the place, and they're using Stone Cold imagery everywhere for it.
Which is great. It's great for us to get our brand out there as a band, and
it doesn't really help us, though. I mean, it's not a fair portrayal of. I think they've gone and made a film about probably, you know what they do in editing? They just move things around. They make you say things that you didn't necessarily say. Like I would say, Carl, I'm going to have a sandwich, and they would just take the word sandwich, and they would put it into another sentence.
And and already you can tell it's unrealistic, because normally you would say, Carl, go get me a sandwich.
Yeah.
Now, Carl, you seem more excited about the movie.
Very excited. It's you know, we've been working on.
I'm interested to hear
the comeback for a long time, and I think it's a great opportunity to get ourselves out there.
Carl, I think you should sort of be united on this. Otherwise, it's going to look like this division within the band. I don't think that's really cool. Just saying. I mean, you can have an opinion, but it should probably be the same opinion as mine.
Sorry, Carl.
We feel quite strongly that we have been exploited in the way that the movie is being pushed, and
the media
so
is probably to blame as well. I mean, you guys are
angry about that.
No, I mean, I've seen what's happening in the media. You guys are sort of also riding on the whole coattails of this whole Stone Cold thing. And what's problematic is, like, for me, I had an issue with this film. So we made this huge banner. We spent like 2 gigs worth of funding to make this banner that said "No More Stone Cold." And then we only figured out now, well, they've actually got our brand. So it's doing damage to our band as opposed to just the movie. It was just meant to say, don't go watch the movie. Instead, like, people aren't coming to our gigs because of that banner.
Well, here's why I think it's good, because I'd never heard of Stone Cold Jane Austen before.
Are you a journalist, hey?
And yeah, I am.
Wow.
And I'd never heard.
Amazing. Have you ever heard of the Beatles?
I have.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed.
Are you
surprised.
comparing yourself to the Beatles?
Well, you've heard of the Beatles and you haven't heard of Stone Cold. Have you ever heard of Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Great. I mean, you sound like a very well-informed music journalist so far.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, Stone Cold Jane Austen, how did you guys meet? How did you form this dynamic duo, if you will?
I've known Johnny since school. Before school, even. I often feel like I met Johnny before I even met him. Like when souls meet again after having met before, possibly in the same life or in previous lives. The band feels like it's been going for longer than we've been going.
Not in a boring way. It doesn't feel long because
it never ends.
But
sometimes, I mean, some of the new songs are very long, but and I'm not saying it's boring to listen to, but sometimes it's boring to play for me.
Look, when we first started, the discussion we had was to start a band and do things that no one else was doing. And one of the things that no one is doing these days is really long songs.
Yeah.
And so,
like, how long are we talking here?
Well, the latest one is about 22 minutes.
Okay.
And it only has 1 word in it.
What's the word?
Anything.
I don't even know what the word is.
It's anything.
Is it anything?
Well,
because he sings it, he stretches it out for so long, you can't tell what the word is anymore.
Kind of weird, yeah.
That sounds interesting.
That's exactly what it is.
You're going for interesting.
If you look at the local pop scene at the moment, and you look at the bands that are out there, the Herbals Fantasties, Jack Parra, they're all doing this little 3-minute pop thing. We're a pop star. Frankly, it makes us sick, and that's why we don't even subscribe to radio format. That's why maybe, you know, part of your problem is you probably listen to commercial radio. We're real musicians on the ground making real music, so we don't care about radio. So a 22-minute pop song.
We don't care about radio, we don't care about our movie, and we don't care about our songs.
It's not our movie. We don't care about the movie.
It's not your movie.
It's not our movie.
It's a movie about us.
Which is
incorrectly portraying
Which I
a
don't care
band that is
about.
us. Yeah.